In today's video, we will be discussing prior specific offenses, and detailed information for this factor can be found in the General Instructions section, pages 29 through 36. There are several different prior specific offenses located throughout all of the sentencing guidelines. The Drug Schedule 1 or 2 worksheet on Section C contains a great example for several different variations of this factor. Prior felony drug convictions and adjudications, prior felony convictions against persons, and prior felony property convictions are all different variations for this factor. So what are prior specific offenses and how are they identified? Prior specific offenses includes the offender's entire criminal record. This is inclusive of both the juvenile and adult record. Unlike the prior convictions and adjudications factor, prior specific offenses are not restricted to a single sentencing event, and the total number of counts from the entire criminal record are considered when scoring this factor. And when users are identifying the type of offense, you should always refer to Appendix E for a clear understanding of which offense fits in which category. Now, there are several different types of prior specific offenses. However, the prior specific offense that receives the most number of questions regarding the particular classification are prior felony convictions and adjudications against a person. So we're going to talk about this factor in just a moment. Now, when users are referring to Appendix E, if you'd like to take a sticky note and place it in your guidelines manual, this may help you easily navigate through. Users also have access to the guidelines manual via the mobile website, and detailed information about types of prior specific offenses can be found there. So let's take a look at Appendix E. Appendix E will be the comprehensive list of all the offense types. You'll find the general definitions in the upper left-hand corner, and directly below are the VCC prefixes that fall under the person crimes category. Those crimes such as assaults, murders, robberies are offenses that would fall under the person crimes. However, there are some specific VCCs that do not fall under the person crimes, but if the intent of that offense is to injure an individual, then that offense will then be considered to be a person crime. So a great example are burglaries. Most burglaries are going to be considered property crimes, but if there's a companion charge, let's say of an assault and battery, then we know the intent of the burglary was to commit assault and battery. Therefore, this burglary is going to be considered a person crime. Again, there's a continuation of other specific VCCs for crimes against a person. One that also receives a fair number of questions would be the obscenity offenses. The most obscenity offenses are going to be other crimes. However, all obscenity offenses involving minors will be considered person crimes. So let's take a look at this factor, prior convictions and adjudications against a person. Here we have the defendant's prior record consisting of a PWID out of Norfolk and an unlawful wounding, burglary of a dwelling, and assault use of a firearm first degree. Taking a look at the defendant's prior record, we see that there are 2 person crimes, unlawful wounding and burglary of a dwelling. And we know the burglary of a dwelling is person crime because the intent is to commit assault and battery. When we go down to the factor, prior felony convictions and adjudications against a person, you'll notice on the far left-hand side it says number. Here we are to include the total number of counts from the defendant's complete criminal history. So we have 1 count of assault and battery, unlawful wounding, and 1 count of burglary with the intent to commit assault and battery, for a total of 2 counts. The defendant will pick up 12 points for this factor. Just remember, anytime you see number, this is inclusive of all of the counts from the defendant's complete criminal history. So to recap, prior specific offenses include the offender's entire criminal history. It includes all counts and is not restricted to a single sentencing event. When users are trying to identify the offense types, they should always refer to Appendix E. So now we're going to take a moment to identify a few crimes. And I'd like you to open up your guidelines manual to Appendix E. Identify the following types of prior specific offenses: petty larceny from a person, LAR 2369 F6, operator license revoked endangerment, LIC 6832 F9. For the answer, text VCSC type of prior to 56512. Thank you for tuning into this video, and as always, for any questions, please contact us. You can contact us on the hotline at 804-225-4398 or send us a text to 804-393-9588. And if you prefer to send us an email, you may email any staff member at the Commission who will be more than happy to assist you.